be on a hamstring curl. So you will just on a prone position, wherein we have ensured that the ankle of the harness is being tied. So you can do a knee flexion for a hamstring curl. Can you just do the hamstring curl? Yeah. You can do it as double knee bend or as a single knee bend. Okay, flexion, exhale, contract. The common errors will be lifting the hip high whenever you bend. That shows that the space in the front is very high. That means the individual has a very tight hip flexors, and that can also be a clue to know that tight hip flexors can be a pain in the groin region or cause injuries in the groin region. Okay. This exercise again can be used as not only as a concentric contraction. So he made a contraction by bending it, bend the knee, controls to take it down, doesn't take it down immediately. This is an eccentric contraction for the hamstring. To avoid hamstring injuries, to ensure the hamstrings are very flexible, eccentric contraction is better. It is ideal to combine with the concentric contraction. In this hamstring curl, it will be alternate hamstring curls in a prone position. The thing will be when they are bending, please bend, please bend. So at this time, whether the foot is here or the foot is turned in, gives you an idea of the torsion of the tibia also, and whether there is a tightness of the tibia and is posterior to turn the foot the other way. And also an asymmetry in the hamstring also could cause this. When the hamstring semimembranous is tighter, the tibia could also be turned more towards the outside. You contract. So even in this, there can be a eccentric stretch added as concentric and eccentric stretch. And the rectus femoris mainly would work if you're going to have a knee straight and flex the hip. We did it in a standing position, now we do it in a supine lying position. Activate a transverse abdominis and ensure that you take one hip into a flexion with the knee in extension. Exhale, come down, then the opposite leg, exhale, come down. So when an individual does this, the amount of flexion in the opposite knee tells us whether there is a tightness in the opposite hamstring and the quadricep is not allowing it to be comfortable. Could you just take this up? And as you see, there is very minimal lift up of the left, but when he takes the left leg, okay, the control has been made voluntarily, otherwise you will find that the leg started to move up. So this is one way. The other is a double. I feel this could cause, when you can you try that please? This would cause a back injury, so I wouldn't advise people to do this. So until unless they are really strong and the core strength is good and they do not have any back problems, then it would be ideal to choose to do this exercise in a very safe way with minimal resistance added and build the capacity to increase this. Okay, can we do a flexion and then do you feel any resistance on this? Okay, you need more on this to feel it?
No, it's fine.
Fine. So we do a hip flexion, trying to move up. For the iliopsoas, we did a hip flexion for the rectus femoris. This is for the hip flexor, for a high knee action, for a sprinting action that needs to be better. This will be an ideal exercise. We do a hip flexor one at a time. Flex, down, flex again, down. Activate your TA, exhale to bring it up, inhale to go down. Now the same thing can be a concentric contraction and an eccentric contraction. So when we are bringing it up, take it up, doesn't matter. So as he goes down, since the weight is pulling down, he will control to take it. Resist it from going down instantaneously. that assists the muscle to go in for an eccentric stretch for iliopsoas. Iliopsoas is another reason for chronic back pain and usually not easily identified. And people say that when I get up, I find that I am still taking time to come to a straight position. Then think of a iliopsoas. Spark Institute Sports Performance Assessment, Rehabilitation, Research Counseling Institute. So it's a spark. We are only a spark, the fire is with you. So we are able to heal a lot of injuries, which may be sports related, or recreational sport related, or adventure sport related, or fitness related. So in all these injuries, wherever there is a requirement for rehabilitation and restoration of the body back to its original level of performance, it is ideal that the exercise is chosen properly. And if you have any doubts in this regard, you can always send your inquiries to the Spark website, www.sparkinstitute.com. Is an easy website for you to access to send your questions, and we will be able to help you with the right kind of exercises for yourself.